Are you experiencing frustration, doubt, irritation in your marriage or your partnership because of disagreements, not being able to express yourself correctly, or the other individual not expressing themselves correctly?
In this video, you're going to learn about how to express and address the concerns as a couple. Because that's the reason why you're going through what you're going through.
Hello everybody, Sunny Bunani.
My name is Pumla, the Lady of Power.
My name is Jave, aka Grandmaster Bugsy.
And together we are
the Boyd Walkers.
Yes. Welcome back to our channel, and welcome to our channel if you're new here. Today, this is the first season of talking about marriage. Okay, first season, episode 1.
This content is built to inspire you, to give value, to bless your concerns, and also even give solutions to whatnot. We would love it if you guys let us know in the comments whether or not the information was would bless you, or it was good to provide you with, or it enhanced your way of living. And we already thank you in advance, Lock Fam Kingdom citizens, for blessing us on the love and consideration. Thank you so much.
All right, so let's get in. Number 1, common marriage concerns and how to address them as a couple. The first one is communication gaps. We leave certain things in between when we having communication, when we talking about something in relationships. I'm saying we because I used to be that person, okay? So you don't say it all out. You don't speak it all as you supposed to, because you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to be able to express the way you feel. You're supposed to be able to tell your partner, are you bullshitting, right? Speaking of, I used to, when I listened to Eric Thomas, I would see how he would say that Didi was doing this, and in other people's faces they think that Didi was being, controlling, or Didi was doing this, but actually she was literally saying what she feels, which helped the relationship and helped the marriage grow, and it also helped her partner grow because she was saying it as it is. She wasn't gatekeeping, or she wasn't hiding anything in the relationship. She was able to say, we are able to be here because he said something about when he was about to, when he started changing, he said something, I'm gonna be quick. He said something about how Didi said that we are here right now. I'm working, your credit score is low, that's why the house is in my name, and so on and so forth. All the things like that that I'm trying to point out, the things that he shares with his community. That she was saying this because not because she was trying to push him down, but she was saying this because she was actually telling him that you gotta step the F up, okay? And then also, I am doing this for us because I see you being someone and doing I just thought about you seeing, being, doing. But I see you being who you supposed to be. I'm here for you, and I know we're gonna do this together. But first, I gotta be hard on you, right?
Right.
So I feel like that's more powerful. She didn't hold anything back. Do you have anything to say about that?
Being able to express yourself to your partner in a respectful manner is always great.
Right.
It is always also amazing when your partner is able to take heed of what you're saying and be able to see and reflect on what's being said.
Right.
Time and time, some people pick not qualified partners to do life with, and those people necessarily take your statement out of context. They're not willing to reflect, they're not willing to see what's going on, and they're not willing to address it, right? A lot of people deflect and they try to bob and weave out of it, and like, oh no, it's your fault, and point blame, when that's not always the case. Right. Sometimes you should be able to express yourself, all times you should be able to express yourself to your partner when you are talking about growth, when you're talking about developing, when you're talking about something that they know that they're doing that they shouldn't be doing, they should not be doing. Right. And so I think enhancing those times where you guys can get together, talk, communicate, and even inform each other I think those, what they call them, dinner dates, or not even just necessarily dinner dates, but organized meetings with your partners.
And it's also a lack of deep conversation that brings you to that situation, because you're not having deep conversation. You're not sitting down. I was telling my husband not too long ago that I need those conversations back. I need us to have those conversations. We used to go out to a coffee shop and just sit down and plan out and brainstorm and do all the things. That's how we were able to open our business. That's how we were able to be here today and doing what we're doing, because we knew how to plan and we knew all these things. But yeah, it's a lack of deep conversation. Have deep conversation. Have date nights. Have a strong bond. Date nights is not always about having sex, but it's always about having a deep conversation while in a date night that leads to, sometimes it happens that, okay, it's going to lead to this way, because the conversation was deep and we're seeing each other. I see you, you see me, so that's a connection.
Earth moving conversations, long story short, to where you guys are having togetherness in your vision, what you guys plan, and just deeper, in-depth conversations about growth.
Right.
Life is about growth, and it's about achieving fulfillment and also achieving what God's original plan was.
Right.
And if you don't have that and you don't know what that is, and you just guys are just kind of moving along, you'll have a lot of discrepancies.
Right. Yeah. And number two is financial stress. Because you're going through financial situations, you don't communicate about finances. You just going through it. You're going through it. You're putting whatever it is. You're going to work. You're coming back. You're taking double shifts. You don't have time to sit down and talk. Financial stress is going to be there, but it's up to you how you want to handle it. It's either you want to handle it separately, you want to handle it in your mind, you want to handle it by having stress, or you want to handle it by sitting down and talking about it. What are we going to do? What are we removing? What are we adding into our finances, right? And knowing what it is that takes and what it is that gives too as well.
Financial stress is not just the lack of money there is. Financial stress is the lack of knowledge you have with organizing and becoming aware of the nature and the styles and the forms on how money can move and work for you.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you guys are having financial problems and there's a lot of resistance and anger that is happening, this is because both of you are not aware and are not converting the money to studying, reading books, taking seminars, surrounding yourself around the literature and the idealization of money, financial literacy.
Yeah.
Right.
And the solution to all of that is you guys need to budget together, and you'll also need to have financial meetings, because if there's no sit down and let's talk about it, let's put it together, let's see where's the gap, nothing is going to happen. It's going to stay the same. So the solution is have budget together and also have financial meetings, and also agree on financial priorities. Sometimes you're not going to want to do something like when our car broke down, I didn't want us to fix that car. I wanted us to let it go, right? But I had to agree on it because he wanted us to fix it, right?
You had
and
to
then
agree?
I mean, yes, I ended up agreeing, because sometimes you gotta take one for the team. You don't want to do it, but let's do it anyways, because I think you have a valid point. Understand, listen, right? Because you're not gonna understand if you're not listening. If you just say, no, this is what we're doing, period, right? I want to do this, you want to do this. So now what? It's adding more stress. So yeah, be able to understand your partner, where they're coming from, and agree, or just be like, okay, let's give it a try, because you don't know the outcome.
Once you get the details of the outcome, or per se as y'all talking, and the other individual can give you a little bit more details on how the plan could go about, obviously explaining how the mission can be successful. Here's the perception, here's the perspective of how it can be successful. What are your thoughts? I think we should move on forward. Okay, well, it sounds like you have more reasons why it could work than why it couldn't work. I only have a few why it couldn't work, so let's just go that way. And then you just kind of assess on what is the better decision matrix. To sum up what she said, that financial meetings and the financial dates and stuff like that, if you are not educated enough, or let me rephrase that, if you are not knowledgeable enough to have earth-moving conversations in the finances, I think the last one that says financial priorities, start directing those financial priorities of a small budget that goes towards you guys learning new skills within the financial literacy. So therefore, when you guys go back and have those conversations, they can move from the tension where they are.
Right.
Right. And that's all.
So that's it for today, you guys. We have 83% people watching our videos that are not subscribed. Please make sure you subscribe, watch, and like our videos too if you like what we're talking about. And also you can share it to someone who needs to hear this the most.
If we blessed your life and we blessed you with information, definitely leave those in the comments and we'll get back to you.
Yes.
With that being said, stay locked in.
God vibes only. Peace and love.
One up. Goodbye.
Gostosa e joga